The esteemed Buddha once stated, "Speak only the words that neither inflict pain on oneself nor cause harm to others." Such speech is truly well spoken. In tune with this ageless wisdom, we present to you 11 invaluable lessons on subjects to avoid discussing if you aspire to follow the path of Buddhism and replicate the inner tranquility of Buddha. These lessons underscore mindfulness, empathy, and knowledge. Now let's embark on this enlightening journey. Lesson 1. Steer clear of discussing your accomplishments. The initial lesson in our series advises against speaking about your accomplishments. As Buddha mentioned, pride is the source of all malevolence. Bragging about your accomplishments can lead to vanity and egotism, which obstruct your spiritual development. In Buddhism, the emphasis is on selflessness and acknowledging the temporariness of all things. Discussing your accomplishments can create attachment to your ego, barring you from comprehending the ephemeral nature of earthly success. Additionally, when you refrain from discussing your accomplishments, you give others the opportunity to shine and share their experiences without feeling overshadowed or undervalued. This practice of modesty fosters a sense of equality and interconnectedness, which is intrinsic to Buddhist teachings. Instead of seeking validation, channel your energy into unselfish acts of kindness and empathy. Remember Buddha's teaching, better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Therefore, let your actions speak louder than words and your inner tranquility will thrive. Lesson 2. Abstain from talking about unresolved challenges. Lesson number 2 suggests refraining from discussing obstacles that you have yet to conquer. This principle correlates with Buddha's teachings on the essence of suffering and the path to enlightenment. Buddha taught us that suffering, or dukkha, is an inherent part of human life. It can take various forms, including physical and emotional pain and life's hardships. Rather than avoiding or denying suffering, Buddha urged us to recognize it as a fundamental aspect of life. When we discuss challenges yet to be overcome, we often focus on the negative aspects and the hardships we face. This can lead to feelings of frustration, self-doubt, and anxiety, all of which counteract the journey to inner peace. Instead, Buddha encouraged focusing on our journey and the lessons we can extract from our experiences. By viewing challenges as opportunities for personal growth and spiritual evolution, we shift our perspective from evasion to acceptance and resilience. The key lies in understanding that the journey itself holds as much value as the destination. Every challenge, overcome or not, provides valuable insights and opportunities for self-discovery. Lesson 3 suggests refraining from talking about your benevolent actions. In Buddhism, the emphasis lies not just in performing virtuous deeds, but also on the intention behind those acts. Buddha highlighted the significance of performing virtuous deeds without being attached to recognition or reward. It is not about seeking applause or acknowledgement for your generosity, but rather about sincerely helping others. Also, for maintaining a compassionate heart. Buddha stated, "Even as a sturdy rock remains unmoved by the wind, so do the wise remain unaffected by praise or criticism." By keeping your benevolent deeds private, you exercise modesty and prevent ego development, which can be a barrier to your spiritual evolution. Instead of bragging about your acts of kindness, quietly rejoice in the positive impact you have made on others' lives. Remember that the true essence of giving lies in the selfless intention to alleviate suffering and encourage well-being. Let your actions resonate and inspire others through your compassionate example. By refraining from discussing your good deeds, you not only foster a sense of modesty but also establish a more genuine and empathetic connection with the world around you. Lesson 4 suggests abstaining from discussing your bitterness. Lesson 4 advises against discussing your resentment. Resentment can be a heavy load that not only impacts your mental and emotional health but also obstructs your spiritual evolution on the path of Buddhism. Lesson 6 recommends avoiding discussing your future plans in detail. In Buddhism, there is a potent emphasis on impermanence. Plans can alter, and becoming overly attached to particular future outcomes can cause anxiety and disappointment if things do not proceed as anticipated. Instead, the teachings encourage us to concentrate on the present moment and take each step mindfully as it comes. One of the fundamental teachings of Buddhism is the concept of anatta or anatman, which translates to non-self. This concept reminds us that the self is constantly changing, just like everything else in the universe. Lesson 7 advises refraining from openly discussing your doubts and uncertainties. This is because, in Buddhism, it is believed that focusing on doubts can be counterproductive to your spiritual progress. Doubts and uncertainties are natural aspects of the human experience, but openly discussing them can sometimes lead to confusion or even reinforce those doubts. Instead, it is suggested to seek guidance and introspection in silence and solitude. Buddha's teachings encourage inner reflection and meditation as potent tools to overcome doubts. When you hold on to grudges, it's akin to carrying a bag of rocks wherever you go, each rock symbolizing a negative emotion or past hurt. Buddha himself highlighted the harmful nature of resentment, saying, "Holding on to anger is like clutching a hot coal with the intention of throwing it at someone else. You're the one who gets burned." The potent analogy reminds us that nurturing resentment harms us more than anyone else. Instead of allowing resentment to simmer, practice forgiveness. Forgiveness does not mean endorsing harmful actions, but it does mean detaching oneself from the emotional bondage to those actions. It's a profound act of self-compassion and liberation. As Buddha taught, forgive others not because they merit forgiveness, but because you are deserving of peace. Releasing resentment is a significant stride towards inner peace and spiritual advancement. When you let go of grudges, you create space for love, compassion, and understanding in your heart, bringing you closer to the teachings of Buddhism. Lesson 5 is an essential teaching in Buddhism. Refrain from discussing your most profound dreams. Your dreams and aspirations are like delicate seeds that require time to grow and blossom. Sharing them too soon can invite doubt and negativity from others, which can harm your own faith in them. Keeping your dreams to yourself can help protect them from skepticism and exterior influences. Consider your dreams as a sapling vulnerable to harsh weather conditions. By nurturing them privately, you create a safe and nourishing environment for their growth. In the silence of your heart, your dreams can take root and establish strong foundations. Remember that dreams are personal and unique to each person. They reflect your deepest desires and passions. By safeguarding them, you preserve their purity and authenticity. When the time is right, and your dreams have matured, you can choose to share them with those who will support and uplift you. Until then, let them remain a sacred part of your inner world, a source of inspiration and motivation as you continue your journey towards self-realization. Remember that Buddhism teaches that the path to enlightenment involves confronting and transcending doubts and uncertainties. This is often done through personal internal exploration. By keeping your doubts and uncertainties to yourself and seeking answers through inner reflection, you can work towards resolving them in a way that aligns with the teachings of Buddhism. Lesson 8 advises against gossip and unnecessary discussions about others. Participating in conversations about people's faults or personal lives can lead to judgment and negativity. Buddha taught that such discussions not only harm the person being spoken about, but also corrupt the mind of the speaker. The practice of loving kindness and compassion is central to Buddhism. Instead of focusing on others' shortcomings, strive to foster empathy and understanding. As Buddha said, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. By practicing loving kindness, you not only avoid causing harm through your words, but also contribute to a more harmonious and compassionate world. Remember that each person is on their unique journey, facing their challenges and struggles. Judging them based on limited information can be unfair and unhelpful. Instead, strive to see the good in others and offer assistance when necessary. In this way, your actions align with Buddha's teachings, contributing to a more empathetic and peaceful society. Lesson 9 is a powerful reminder to value your moments of solitude and introspection. Solitude is a sacred realm where you connect with your inner self, playing a vital role in your spiritual journey. It's a time to disconnect from the external world's clamor and focus inward. Solitude allows you to engage in deep self-discovery and internal growth. During these moments, You can reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and experiences without external influences. You may find clarity and insight that are often missed in daily life's hustle and bustle. Buddha often retreated into solitude to meditate and gain enlightenment, acknowledging these moments' value and transformative power. Therefore, it's crucial to keep your solitary experiences close to your heart and avoid discussing them in great depth with others. Sharing the profound insights and experiences gained in solitude can dilute their impact and invite external opinions and judgments. Instead, treasure these moments as your personal sanctuary for growth and let them guide you on your path towards greater understanding and enlightenment. Lesson 10 is a reminder not to discuss the lessons you've yet to fully grasp. It's essential to recognize that the path to enlightenment, as taught by Buddha, is a lifelong journey of continuous learning and growth. Much like a lotus flower growing in muddy water but emerging pristine and beautiful, our personal growth often stems from the challenges and experiences we face. Accepting that you don't have all the answers is a fundamental part of Buddhist wisdom. It promotes humility and openness to new insights. In Buddha's words, a wise individual demonstrates humility. They acknowledge that they have more to learn and are open to new teachings. So, when you come across parts of your journey that remain unlearned or areas where you still struggle, remember that it's a natural part of the process. Share your experiences with fellow practitioners, but avoid dwelling on your shortcomings. Instead, focus on the progress you've made and the ongoing journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Lesson 11, perhaps one of the most profound teachings, is about protecting your deepest plans and intentions. Buddha recognized the significance of inner visions and dreams and encouraged us to keep them close to our hearts. Here's why. Sharing your most profound aspirations prematurely can invite skepticism and negativity from others who may not fully understand your vision. People's doubts or criticisms, even if well-intentioned, can create doubt within yourself. Your dreams are like delicate seeds, and sharing them too soon might expose them to unfavorable conditions. Instead, quietly and diligently nurture your innermost goals, much like a gardener tending to seedlings in a protected environment. Allow them to grow and develop within the nurturing space of your heart and mind. This practice helps you maintain a sense of purity and clarity in your intentions. Buddha's teachings remind us that it's vital to trust your intuition and your connection with the universe. When the time is right and your plans have matured, you'll know when to share them with the world. By doing so, you not only protect your vision from external skepticism but also ensure that it's strong enough to withstand any potential criticism. Endure the challenges that may come its way. So, keep your deepest plans close to your heart, let them establish roots, and when the time is perfect, they will thrive in a way that aligns with your spiritual journey and the greater good. Remember, the path to enlightenment often involves preserving the sacredness of your deepest aspirations until they are ready to shine forth. These 11 lessons, deeply ingrained in the vast wisdom of Buddhism, offer invaluable direction for those on their journey towards enlightenment. They serve as a guide to help you foster mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom in your everyday interactions and ultimately align your life with Buddha's teachings. The practice of avoiding these subjects is not about suppressing your thoughts or experiences, but more about directing your energy towards inner transformation. By refraining from discussing your accomplishments, obstacles, and acts of kindness, you can liberate yourself from the ego's hold and develop a humble and selfless approach to life. Similarly, avoiding resentment, sharing your deepest dreams, discussing your future steps, and opening up about doubts and uncertainties can help you maintain inner peace. These teachings urge you to embrace the present moment, release attachments to outcomes, and find comfort in your inner sanctuary during moments of solitude. Furthermore, refraining from discussing others and protecting your deepest plans enables you to cultivate a sense of equanimity and non-judgmental awareness. It allows you to approach every being with an open heart, free from bias and preconceived notions. Remember, the path to enlightenment is not about achieving perfection overnight. It's a journey of consistent progress. Every step you take in aligning your speech and actions with these teachings brings you closer to embodying the qualities of Buddha. If you found this video helpful and insightful, please show your support by liking it, sharing it with others who are also on their spiritual journey, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your participation fuels our mission to provide you with more wisdom and guidance for your path. Thank you for watching, and may you find lasting peace and profound wisdom on your journey towards enlightenment.